Hollerin with Hollenbeck.
Holleback. Joey Hollenbeck.
Oh, it's hot. How you doing, dude?
Doing well. How are you, brother?
Good. Good.
It's a good word. Good to see you.
It's good to see you too.
Good to be back on the sticks with you.
Yeah, it's been a bit.
No,
It's been a bit. Not really. Hey, happy Father's Day, by the way.
Thanks. You too.
So, I've got to tell you this because I was super
I'm not picking you up very good.
I'm not picking me up really good either, but we look good.
Yeah, we do look good.
We look good on here.
Just plug it in, bud. Other hole.
How are you doing? Is that better?
So.
Undo yours and then do yours again. I kind of want to get this out of the way. I got to talk to you about this real quick.
Okay, go ahead.
Father's Day. I'm just sitting there. You know what? I told my wife, hey, she had softball playoffs. Like, go to, I know it's Father's Day right now. Go to softball playoffs. We cool. I had to negotiate a little bit. Got what I wanted out of it. But,
oh, you did?
Oh, yeah.
Okay. Was that a night at the Muckleshoots?
No. But
Okay.
It was a night to remember.
Jackpot.
Progressive.
Okay.
Hand pay.
Go on.
But while she's there, I'm like, you know what? I'll be here. I'm cool with Father's Day. It's actually fun for me to grill and do new. Okay?
My man.
So I went and got I got baby back ribs.
Okay. You did them again.
2 slabs.
Are you sure we're plugged in right now?
Yeah.
The right way?
We look great.
Okay.
Yeah. We look great.
I just can't hear.
I know. But it could be the fan that's kind of doling things out.
Oh, it's okay. Keep that fan rolling.
Okay.
Okay, so baby back ribs.
Baby back ribs.
Did you do the style? Did you do them the way I told you this time, or did you try to backdoor me again?
Let me. You weren't part of that softball negotiation.
No, I wasn't.
So the baby back ribs, pull the membrane off in the back.
Got it.
Okay. French mustard or that yellow mustard, boom, as the brine. Just massage that in.
A brine or a binder?
Brine.
Brine.
They said brine.
No, it's a binder.
Okay, binder. Anyway,
binder to your
meat and the rub.
Yeah, to whatever your rub is.
Yeah. So then I got the applewood, shake it out.
So real quick.
Yeah.
Side note: if you were gonna brine them,
okay,
that would be like a salt, sugary liquid, like you do your turkey in, with like the bay leaves and all that type of stuff. There's many different brines, but
okay, that's good to know.
Yeah.
Thanks for teaching me.
Yeah. Okay. Back to your original broadcast.
So I decided to use half the coals that I usually do because I wanted slow friggin' heat.
What temp were you running them at?
So low heat temp, probably maybe like 150, 185.
Oh, that makes for a long cook.
It was nice 3 hours on it.
I run 280
every half hour.
Get the what was
apple cider vinegar.
No apple juice with it?
No, just apple cider vinegar straight
up.
And then
you like a little tang in the back. I get you.
Yeah.
A little Memphis style.
And then smoked chips.
Hickory?
Yes.
Good.
And then soak those first, obviously, to get the nice longer one.
Yeah.
So every so often, boom, put more fresh ones on those on there. Get nice smoke. It's perfect smoke. Do the 2 hours now. So then this is where I get the foil. But what I've learned with the foil is that you can cook onto it, but you got to have plenty. So I put the butter, brown sugar, sprinkled that in the foil, and then apple cider vinegar as well, and plenty of it.
Before you lay your ribs in.
Before I lay my ribs in. Right. Put the ribs on top, seal it.
Tent it.
But yes, tent it.
Okay. Just making sure.
Yes. And then also poured some on the back of the ribs of the apple cider just to kind of get that nice and juicy.
That's sounding delicious.
And so then lay it on the grill, face down, 1 hour, flip over, 1 hour up, flipped it over. But I increased the heat on this.
So you did basically what I told you, except for a little lower temp at the beginning.
Lower temp.
And how'd they turn out?
I didn't even have to do the 3-2-1. I didn't even have to do the 1.
I don't think the 3-2-1 works.
Yeah,
I only do the 3-2.
That's what I did.
Yeah,
and then
hour open.
I did
hour down, hour flipped.
Took it out of the foil, falling off the bone, delish. And then I grabbed like a half of one of the racks and just threw some barbecue sauce on it. Threw it back on, closed the lid for like 5 minutes just to kind of get it to caramelize and then pull it right off. And
you're really getting some chops about you.
Dude, I'm telling you.
You're really getting some chops about you.
I had a single tear rolling down my cheek, and I was thinking to myself, Holy, could Joey see me right now, man? I was in my element.
Closer to the mic.
I could see.
Oh, okay.
I could see.
Okay.
Element.
You were in your element.
I'm in my element.
Okay.
I like how you become. I love how you become the producer.
I mean, I'm not the producer. I'm not. I'm just the face
You are the face and the body
and the voice.
So yeah, so that was the Father's Day.
Nice.
Yeah, it was decent
Nice.
little thing. Now the day before was my daughter's 5th birthday.
Okay.
So we went to the bouncy house over here, or the Peak Gymnastics over here.
Oh, was it stuffy in there?
It was pretty stuffy.
Wasn't it like 90 out there?
Yeah,
day?
it was pretty hot.
Okay.
It was pretty hot. It was hot yoga birthday party, and we had fun. But she got like 3 slip and slides, and we busted 2 of them out. And
put them together?
No.
Come on.
But we were just so Father's Day was just slip and slide, hang out,
grilling,
music,
couple brouhahas.
Couple brouhahas, absolutely. Yeah, life was good.
That sounds great.
Yeah, no, life was really good with that. And then another thing, since we're catching up, okay,
catch up episode.
Went to my ex-wife's 40th birthday.
You told me about it. How was it?
It was
awkward.
It was a little awkward, but but she did a good job making it less awkward. You know, she was very. She was very accommodating, but I hadn't seen some of these family members of hers on her side for 6 years. Now, here's the thing.
Did they make it more awkward?
Well, they were cool. No, I mean, but it wasn't like, hey, like, it was kind of like me hanging out with the kiddos a little bit and them doing
You're
their
at the
thing.
kids' table.
Yeah, literally, yeah. Mama, Papa, and, but no. But then I realized that I got to rip the Band-Aid off because Madden, she's a senior now as of yesterday. So she's a senior going in. So we're going to have some senior parties and, like the graduation. Yeah. So anyway, having to navigate that so it could be a nice.
Good for you, Trav.
Yeah. So just getting through that.
Good for you.
But yeah, no. So that was fun. And then what else? I had one more for you. Driver's Ed.
Who's in it?
Both of them. Madden and Megan. 17 and 16.
Hey. Gamblins. Need a 2 for 1.
Dude, I tell you, it was absolutely insane. Jamie, I took them out. We went around Montgomery Park or McFarland Park or whatever. One guy actually came out. I don't know if I told you this one. One guy came out, like an older guy. It's kind of like, this was like 6 o'clock at night. Where this guy is just kind of like resting on his
stoop
and just like watching
his porch or something.
Yeah, like on it. As the kids are taking a left hand corner, just going around McFarland Park. No other families are around. It's a little dust. Maybe it was like 7 or 8.
Yeah, but
he just kind of like stared us down, and my kids just brake gas, and so he kind of
dude. Yeah. Do you know how to drive a stick?
I do now. Yeah.
You do now?
Well, I mean, like 2 years ago I learned.
Oh.
Yeah.
My first car was a stick.
How'd that go?
I did it. It works. It doesn't take. Once you get the hang of her, you're grabbing gears, buddy.
Yeah.
You're grabbing gears.
Just grabbing gears and going.
I had a Toyota Celica. It was like a gorilla in a shoebox.
Jaws of life. If you got in an accident, Jaws of life to cut you out.
Yeah, the car's hoping I will save it. Oh man, that thing was a pile. Well, from point A to point B though.
Speaking of cars, I didn't know this. I'm not a car guy. I mean, I like classic cars.
Yeah.
Go to cruise. Mm-hmm. He's a guy from Enum Claw. I know his sister. So he swings by. He runs an HVAC company over in Tacoma.
You should have him come in here and put some HVAC in.
Yeah, would not be bad.
No,
would not be bad.
No,
he's got like a 2008 Audi like 24725. Like it looks
SS type.
It's amazing, yeah. And I'm not. I can appreciate that it's a nice car, but he's like, hey, we're gonna go for a drive, and I'm like, cool, sounds good. I'll get in the car. It's just super low to the ground. You get in, you already feel like even if you're going 40 miles per hour, it feels like you're going 60. Yeah.
Me at a gas pump trying to get out of it, just roll out of the car.
Dude, you literally
just roll out.
Yeah, no, you would be
on the ground.
You'd be driving this car. You would have your feet out the window of the passenger side. you'd be having your hand on driving with your right hand, and you'd be pushing gas brake with your left hand, and then your head hanging out the window.
Just me so happy to have the car teeth literally just like scraping the windshield. That guy looks pretty happy.
Just outside collecting bugs.
No, just right up against the windshield, like just can't see any other part of the car in the windshield but my teeth. That guy must have just got a new car. Looks a little snug.
So we get going on this thing. He's like, want to see how fast this goes? Now, I hate this. Okay,
you're not in control.
I'm not in control, and I hate this fast speed. I hate it. I'm a wimp.
You're 10-2. Let's keep it 5 under.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. I'm a guy with sitting with.
I used to be like that too, but now as I'm getting older, I'm just like, screw it. If I can pull over, I can pull over. Let's rip.
That was the opposite. I was fast I loved it when I was a kid, or like 20, 30.
Yeah.
But I think I'm still dead. Like, I think I died. I have this weird thing where I'm like, we died. I'm in an alternate like universe right now, and I'm in a coma, and I haven't woke up from the coma yet.
Okay, where'd you guys go?
So he.
Well, I'm happy to be in your dream.
It's good to see you.
Yeah.
You look a lot better than usual. So I know this is a dream.
That's because I got tan.
So we are at the. He tried gunning it, but then it came to a stop sign.
Where?
Or stoplight.
You guys at LaFront, boys?
On 410.
Okay.
On 410, okay. Heading towards town from like where those elk like statues are.
Yeah.
So
right in front of like.
Yeah.
Right in front of like, or whatever it is.
So we get the stoplight at not O'Reilly's, but
AutoZone or whatever.
No, the Fugit Ford.
Yeah, right across from QFC.
Yes, we're at that stoplight, and he's like, "We're gonna gun it," and I'm like, "Okay, all right, let's get the 0 to 60, see how fast 60 gets." But we're on, and he friggin' gunned it. When he got to 2 lanes, he takes the right lane, but the guy on the left
wants to race.
No.
Oh.
Just trying to get to the grocery store. We fly. He starts to come into our lane. Doesn't know that we're going to whip around him. And I'm like, so what he did is he like
brakes
a little bit and then bam to the left. And then we go flying through the Safeway intersection. And
right
then,
past Mickey D's.
And then right past Mickey D's. It's fast. Mm-hmm. Over 100. Easily over 100.
Oh,
easily.
That's smart. In downtown Unicott.
Oh my gosh. 40. And I'm just like, slow down. I got I'm gripping the oh shit hand. Just like, dude, like, what do you, I mean, like on I-5, 4-lane road, no one around. I get it. Yeah. But downtown, come on, dude. Yeah. I mean, it was fast car. But the weird thing was, I had so many people looking at this car. I'm in this car and everyone's looking at it. Dudes, checking it out. But the funny thing is, he goes,
they're checking you out.
He says it's not a chick magnet because it's a dick magnet. Because all the dudes were like, "Whoa, nice car!" And it's true. We cruised through Cole Street a little bit, and and guys were like, "Nice car! Hey, nice car! Hey, nice car! Nice car!" And I'm like, "Dang, is this what happens?"
Note to self: don't get one of those.
Don't get one of those. No, I don't want a dick magnet.
No.
That's why I got the yellow car outside up front. That's a chick magnet.
That's a small person magnet.
Thanks for editing yourself there.
The thing's like literally the size of a microwave.
I like this PC Joey just showing up.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Well, times are changing, Trev.
Yeah, they are. They are. Hey, June 30th coming up, man. 100% open.
Oh, I've been 100% open for a long time.
Oh,
yeah. But now we're 100% open June 30th?
Yeah.
Oh, wow. Because we couldn't have been open the whole time anyways.
Right.
Yeah, totally.
But yeah. So what about...
Oh, you want to talk to me now?
I want to talk to you. I have like all these things I want to tell you and impress you with.
You did totally impress me. I'm super impressed. Yeah. It's grilling season, bro. Mm-hmm. I know we already touched upon that, but you jumped to you and your boyfriend in the car.
It's true. It was pretty cool to have a boyfriend in my car and all the guys looking at us jealous. But
it's grilling season.
Holly Graff had tagged you in it. I know you're not on Facebook as much anymore. You're just kind of like you're more of an Instagram guy.
If I'm even on anymore, I don't even.
Yeah, and so
I check it out, but not
often.
Yeah.
You're a busy guy.
Not like you.
You're not like me.
Not like you.
Not like me. You don't live on that thing.
No, I don't.
I live on.
I know you do.
I'm like the people that live in Vegas, like underneath in the sewers. Like that's where they live. Like that's what they come out at night. You ever seen that documentary?
In Vegas?
Oh yeah. There's like these pipe people or whatever. That's where they live. It's so
really?
hot. Yeah, oh yeah. It's like a whole.
Well, they probably have like those like crazy like canal type structure.
Oh yeah.
And it never ends. So
yeah.
And when it does, they gotta get out.
Yeah, it's flash flood season.
Yeah.
But yeah, I live there. But she was saying, hey,
probably not much drugs or anything go down there, huh?
No, yeah, I think it's pretty clean.
They like paint and just hang out.
It's just a big utopia.
They have like a 10,000 piece puzzle they've been working on for a year.
For a year. Hey guys, got it.
Damn it! What happened to the piece?
One guy's gnawing on it. But Holly tagged you in it and said, "Hey Joey, got a Traeger. It's grilling season. What am I grilling?"
It's grilling season.
Yeah. So she wanted to know some like.
One of my favorite go-tos on the Traeger is you get yourself like an inch and a half thick ribeye, or even better yet, like a tomahawk, which Costco's selling. I saw the other day, Costco's selling 2-pack tomahawks that were monsters. They're like $80 for 2 of them. But like if you go to a restaurant and get a tomahawk, you're $120. So you're getting 2 of them, right? So anyways, get like an inch and a half thick ribeye. Bone in, boneless, doesn't matter. Put it on your Traeger at smoke for like 45 minutes to an hour. And what will happen with it is it breaks down the fats in it a little bit, but it also gives it a smoke flavor. Flip it halfway through. So at the half hour mark or whatever, 20 minutes, flip it. And then after you're done, take it off and crank your Traeger all the way up as hot as you can get it. Put that thing on there and then sear it on the back end. It's just called a reverse sear basically. And it will be the best steak you've ever had. But probe it. Like if you have a meat thermometer, check it. 135 is like medium, 130-ish. And then depending on how you like your steak. And then I'm telling you, make a little compound butter, put it on there.
Ooh. Ooh.
Oh, buddy.
Ooh.
Little gorgonzola and some butter.
Oh.
Mix it all up.
This rice bowl doesn't sound good anymore.
Rice bowl looks like cardboard. I mean, I've been watching you try to cut through a piece of chicken for like 14 minutes and you can't even get through it. That was clearly not done on a Traeger.
That's good.
Yeah. That's one of my go-tos. But you can do it. Traegers are endless. You can do anything on a Traeger.
What's one of your other like favorite ones, or what's one that you want to try? Maybe
I've tried a ton of stuff. Like I'm a huge potato salad guy, so I've tried like smoking the potatoes and like making like a smoked potato salad. I've tried a ton of stuff, man. Like anything. Pork shoulders are great. Pork shoulders, pulled pork.
Yeah.
Those pretty much done it all. We've Keto Tommy and I got a full huge thing from like the deli at the grocery store of bologna, and then like diced it, like cut it crosswise, just scored it.
I was there for one of those.
Just scored it and then smoked it. And that was awesome.
That was like butter.
Put like a glaze on it. And you can do whatever. I just like to try crazy stuff, but like an easy like every night type deal. Chicken thighs are great on it. Anything, dude.
Are you a popper with the cream cheese?
Absolutely. Look at me. Yes, I am a huge advocate. Big advocate of fat on fat with a little spice.
Look at me.
You know what I was thinking about earlier today? And tell me if this is not you. I mean, it's definitely me and maybe some listeners too. But like wintertime comes and I'll be like, you know what? I gotta get in shape. And then like wintertime comes and I'll get like pretty good shape.
Yeah.
And then like right before summer, I'm like, summer's coming. And then I just get sloppy. I feel like I don't, but you're not going to the gym as much. You're not doing whatever. It's just kind of like, I got it like totally backwards. Ass backwards.
So basically you're working for that beach body in the winter.
Yeah. But then I'm never, as soon as like the first sun comes out, I'm like,
F it. White Claws for days.
Yeah. I look amazing in April. Then June comes and it's 100 degrees and I'm like, okay.
Yeah, it's crazy how hot it is.
I mean, I don't feel like I'm like...
No, you're not bad, but I know what you mean. Last week, I was...
Like, maybe I'm just retaining water because I've been drinking a lot of water with the heat.
I was working out. I've been doing these workouts on YouTube. These like...
Oh, yeah? You got like a little step in there or something? Like you do some aerobics? What is it called?
It's called
for the listeners, not me, just for the listeners.
It's called 10-minute. It's called 10-minute workout.
Okay.
No equipment. So basically, it's
You're
like
doing like air squats, lunges.
Yeah, all that,
push-ups,
like box jumps and like push-ups and sit-ups. I did 10-minute abs, and that for one day, and that killed me.
It's a 10-minute workout. So the first week I just watched them. I critiqued them, gave them a thumbs up or a thumbs down on YouTube, and I felt great about myself after that first week. After that first week, I felt great. And now I'm like 2 days a week guy, but I still watch it every day.
Yeah, still. No, but I
good
have,
for you. Do you sweat when you're doing it?
Oh,
or
yeah.
Not really.
Oh,
10-minute workout. You're done.
10 minutes of like, it's not high intensity, but
so it's almost like a.
Joy, I went from doing nothing to this. So yes, I get winded going upstairs.
I know.
I get winded when I sneeze. If I have like 4 sneezes in a row because it's freaking allergy season, by the 4th one, I'm lightheaded, broke a sweat, and my heart has skipped a beat.
Broke a couple blood vessels in my eye.
Oh yeah. In the eye. Oh yeah, absolutely. Bust.
Heaven forbid I got to tie my shoes. You
gotta slip those puppies on,
you?
Man. Yeah.
Try to start tying. Get the first part done. Sit up. Breathe through it.
Just call my wife, yelling at her. She's left her work early without tying my shoes.
Okay, here we go. Two bows, wrap, pull through. I did it.
Yeah. No, hold the breath. Yeah, that is it to a T. Absolutely.
Try doing it with like a horrible hip. Like I got. That hip's on me like a 15-year-old German Shepherd.
Oh, put her down.
Oh, good. See how fast Joey can run. Somebody shoot him. Throw that hoagie over there. Watch Joey run. Somebody get him in the back of the leg. Put him out of his misery. Do you think hoagie?
Oh, man.
Oh, yeah, bud. Yeah, so that's kind of...
So, I mean, yeah, I agree with you. So, for 3 days, I stopped drinking, too. Like,
during the week?
During the week.
3 days a week? No drinking?
No drinking.
Should probably try that.
It's so hard. And I didn't realize how hard it is with the heat.
Oh, dude, I'll do it on a rainy day. I'm not doing it on a day like the next 12 days look like.
This is like, man, nice, cold, refreshing white. It's just grab a Truly or a White Claw. It's like, oh, yeah, dude.
Dude, I saw yesterday at the store that Truly's making like popsicles now.
Yeah. Oh, I had some of those too.
Are they any good?
You got to let them thaw a little bit, just because then they get a little
almost
more
make them
slushy,
slushier,
and you can taste the alcohol a little bit.
I'm a big fan of the Costco ones.
I haven't had those.
Those are good. I feel like I got them like a year or two ago, and they weren't like they were more like.
Oh, I know what you're talking about.
They were more like your icy, like kind of bite down on them.
A little shorter.
No, they're
thicker.
Are you talking about? What are we talking about?
The ones from Costco. The Joey's.
No, they're longer. They're longer and have quite a bit of girth to them. But the new batch of them has they're a little more slushy. I don't know. They must have tweaked the recipe a little bit, but they're good.
You know, I was thinking about this too today. I knew you were going to come over.
Yeah,
golfing in the heat.
How was it today? Golf. Enumclaw?
Horrible front nine. Horrible. Best back nine I ever had.
Shot a 40, came around.
Shot a 44 in the back. Oh yeah.
I like it, Trav.
I didn't lose a ball. I was losing balls left and right on the first nine. But here's the thing. I was thinking about beating the heat. Beating the heat. Okay? For all those people that have listened out there and thought maybe I said something else. Beating the heat. When I was a kid.
Are we talking about beating the heat still or beating?
Still beating the heat.
Okay.
But what did you do to beat the heat as a kid? Like I was thinking, I remember being a kid and just throwing like the hat in the river or the creek and getting the water hose on the hat and then wearing the cold.
Yeah, I'd always go water hose over the face. And just let it go. But I remember as a kid, like even like just like sitting there outside, little chubby kid, just sweat, just face is like I got the highest blood pressure in the world, just red, rosy cheeks, and like sitting there and just be like. Oh man, I wish that I could just step across that line. It would be like snowy, but then I could step back across. I watched a lot of like Mr. Rogers and stuff.
That's pretty cool, though. No, it's good.
No, I didn't.
I know you did. You couldn't follow along, but your imagination.
I was more like MTV.
Pokeroo. As a kid, I remember asking my parents, like, as if I was going to get in trouble if I didn't do it, like, or if I did it without asking. Hey, can I go dump a cup of water over my head?
You completely dehydrated, shaking, shivering of heat stroke. Excuse me, Mom. What, Mom? Mama. Would you mind if I put the water hose over my head?
It's our drinking water, son. Not that water. You gotta go get the water runoff from the barn.
Go across the street and ask Jeb if you can get some out of his well.
Go get in that pig slop. No joke though. I did do this. I don't think I've ever told you this.
Here we go. Folks.
This is back in the day. You know, when you live out in Selleck,
there's a shit pond.
There's cricks and creeks. And those you got to find those. They're on people's properties. They'll chase you off. Guys would, these adults would chase you off all the time
because you were just trying to get your toes in the water.
Get toes in the water, absolutely. And they have good little swimming spots. Now I'm not talking like great. Like you're thinking,
talking like the size of this table.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Deep. It's probably like 4 feet deep, 5 feet deep as a kid. Like you're like, oh, that's great because up to my neck. Like this is, and I can just kind of sit in it. It's cold, ice cold, like creek water running through.
Sure. And, grab yourself a couple Rainiers, a couple Rainiers.
Well, as like I'm talking about 13-year-old, 14-year-old, maybe.
Yeah, me too.
Maybe you.
Hey,
but
me too. Got yourself a couple Rainiers, a couple Schmidt Ices found in the back of the old garage fridge.
But what I did is I'm tired of getting chased off. What I'm going to do is I'm going to dig my own pool. And I think I watched Encino Man. I remember that scene.
Yeah.
Guys, and that's where you
Probably
find
sure,
it.
Yeah.
So I am digging. I dig. I'm telling you.
That's how you get in trouble. With Papa.
But Mama and Papa. We had a little property, and it was off the beaten path enough to where it wasn't in the lawn. It was just so I kind of clear out this area, and I just get a shovel and I just start digging, and I actually do. It's not bad. It's probably like the size
Still
of
there?
A hot tub. No, my dad filled it in.
Damn it.
But big hole, huge hole. Then I saved my money, went to Jayhawks.
A tarp?
Bought a tarp.
Oh, you had the wherewithal to get a tarp.
A large tarp. And then I also got, because we had skeeters
Hold on a second. So your mom takes you to Jayhawks, and you're like, "Mom, I'm gonna get that 20 by 20 tarp." She's like, "Oh boy, Selleck is rubbing off on this kid. We have a meth head in the making."
She goes, "What for? What car?" And I go, "Our roof's good. We don't need that."
No, honey, Dad just put one over the roof yesterday.
So I lay it in this thing, fill it up with water. I get another like a thin, like almost like paint, like the painting.
Is your parents on the deck with a wine cooler just laughing at you the whole time?
No, they thought it was great. They did laugh at me.
They're like, "What if this thing works? We're getting in it first."
And then I would at night pull this other plastic sheet over
the
it
top
so that those
larva.
Exactly.
Larvae or larva?
And then on top of that,
talking about mosquitoes,
I realized it was harder to dig, easier to build up. So I dug deep, and then
use the dirt.
I used the dirt around, but I got those old Oven Joy bread bags, almost like a sandbag, and I would just fill up the dirt, and I would tie it, and boom, put it all away.
Folks, we got a real entrepreneur here.
I was a genius, and people. I had my friends over.
Wait, tell me how many bags of bread you guys went through.
Oh, that's what was.
You would just save them.
Oh yeah.
Oh, you would save.
And my
them.
mom, we lived in a time where you'd open a drawer and there'd be like 85 rubber bands, and you're like, why do we have all these? Well, we just save our stuff.
Yeah.
Twist ties, everything. They weren't hoarders, but they would keep.
No, I got you. Like, why not?
Yeah.
You were the kid at lunch that had like one good piece of bread and the heel. Because you were the last one to get the sandwich rolled in the empty bread bag.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, man, that's great.
But here's the thing.
I can relate.
Here's a dad tip out there. You take that bread. I learned this from the Dad How Do I uncle. This is before he became popular and famous. But I would never eat the heel, but that's how I'd make my sandwiches, or my mom would make my sandwiches. He would flip it around so it looked like a regular slice on the outside of the sandwich, and you wouldn't really tell. It would fool the kids every time. Genius.
That is genius. I grew to like the heel. I'll take the heel over a regular. I'll toast a heel over a regular piece of toast any day, player.
You just like you open a brand new one. Sweet. There's like 8 brand new bags of bread, and the heels used on each one, and you're ready to toss the rest of it out.
Yeah,
that's incredible. Why is it just the crisp?
Crunchy, yeah.
Wow, look at you.
Yeah,
that's impressive.
I'm a huge fan of poached eggs too.
Big fan. How are you with the old Eggs Benedict? Big Eggs Benedict guy?
Yes.
Little spinach and crab?
No, I'm old school. Give me some ham.
Ooh.
Give me English muffin.
Yeah.
Throw some ham on there.
Yeah.
Throw the poached egg over there. And let's see that bitches swim in some hollandaise sauce.
Wow. Extra buttery hollandaise sauce?
I don't know. Just hollandaise sauce.
Just anything.
Hollandaise sauce.
Anything that's called hollandaise sauce.
Yeah.
Hollenbeck days sauce. There you go. You got there's a new thing for you.
Yeah. I never. Thanks, man. I never thought about that.
You're welcome, bro. That's what I'm here for.
What's up on the vacation game? Anything good that's coming up?
Do you want to know? Have I told you already?
I know you're going to Hawaii at some point.
1 month from now?
Yeah.
116 degree weather.
Las Vegas.
Yes.
Dude, you're going back to Vegas? I can do Vegas like every 3 years for like 2.5 days. What do you do?
That was the most genuine. That was like the most genuine. That wasn't like, hey, what do you do down there? Or whatever. It's like, that was the most genuine asked question of bewilderment, too.
Yeah,
what do you do?
What do you do? It's not like... I mean, I get if you were like a crazy foodie and like you were like wanting to hit like all these restaurants and do this and that. But I know. You got your name in the hat at MGM or wherever you were at, and now they're offering you to come back nonstop.
So this time around, we got offered 3 nights luxury suite, but it's a Venetian, so every room was a suite. Anyways, $100 gambling credit and a $50 Macy's gift card
for free.
How
much money do you spend down there for them doing that?
Enough to make it probably worth their while. We're probably dropping. We don't drop a lot, but what we're doing this time, we're doing a little differently. Okay. Oh,
you got fans. Listen up. He's gonna break the code here in Vegas.
Let me break this code. This is just like cooking ribs. Okay. So what you got to do? Save some money. Enjoy your time. Go hard. So what we got. Fly in on a Wednesday night right after work. Flight leaves at 7-something. Lands 10. We're going hard as soon as we hit the pavement. 10 to 3 a.m.
Is this your idea or her idea?
This is both of our ideas.
Okay.
Then
get in the paint and go.
We have a cabana already reserved at the Venetian the following day.
What does that cost you?
$300 food. You get all day, $300.
So you just have to buy that many food or beverage. So you're going to have 3 Bud Lights and a cracker.
Exactly. And it's reserved. So we have it. It's in the shade. The ones with the AC we weren't able to get, they were sold out. Those are $650 for the day.
Do you kind of go hard on the drinks before you get in the cabana? Or no?
Kind of. I mean, what
does $300 really get you in the cabana? Like some nacho, you're not drinking all day.
So you're probably getting 2 buckets. Plus,
hold on a second. Does that mean do you pay for the cabana before you go in there, or do you just have it reserved?
We have it reserved,
and if you don't spend $300,
we still have to spend $300.
So if you spend $150, you're paying $150.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay.
And that doesn't include tip, right? So, that's like 2 buckets plus maybe 2 Bloody Marys to start off, and an entree or 2 entrees, and
each
some
of you those many drinks.
Yeah, so
so 4 Bloody Marys, 2 buckets, beers.
Yeah, split the buckets of beers.
Right, but I mean 2 buckets, which have 6 beers, 8 beers.
Yeah, so we looked at. They actually will sell you a case of ice. They said case of ice cold, Coors Light.
How much?
It's $10
a beer. At the pool.
Yeah, at the pool. $240 to get a case of 24.
Ice cold.
Ice cold.
You can go to Bartell's right next door and get it for $18.
Exactly.
Or less. Probably.
Yeah, it's smuggled in. But so we kind of stay away from that. That's not what we're
That's what my question was, though. Do you get kind of tanked up and then just be like, yo, bring us a bottle?
No. We get there like 9 because it's going to be hot. Like, we'll probably be out of there by like noon, 1.
Why do you like the cabana so much then if you're only there for 3 or 4 hours?
Because you don't have to get up early and try to like get down there before the
You have it
rush.
all day, so that's out from when to when? When the pool opens till it closes?
Yeah, which closes around 5.
Okay.
And it opens around, I think, 7. And so that's the thing. People will, like, on these hot days, they'll go mob down there and they'll throw their towel and their stuff on these, like, just rando
And
chairs.
go eat.
And here we've got, like, we know we got it. So we just roll right into it.
So you're going to get in at 10 o'clock.
And we have our personal old waiter and all that.
Go hard in the paint till 4 a.m.
Till 4.
Sleep 5 hours and then go back to the cabana and sleep.
And sleep and drink and sleep and drink. And then wake up, go in the pool, cool down, come back, meet some people. And then we had a great dinner time or great dinner plans. Thanks to the shout out to the listener that hooked us up there on the last one. But this one we're gonna just kind of like chill. So if we stay there all day, we stay there all day. We had to like get out and get there because we had reservations. We had to reserve that thing like a month and a half in advance.
So tell me this: do you just go hit slot machines all day?
Yeah.
Like when you gamble?
Yeah.
You ever go to the table, roulette, anything like that?
Well, on the strip, it is mostly slot machines. But when you go to Old Town, because those tables, you go to tables, it's like $25 minimum bet on the strip. You go to Old Town, you play blackjack, it's $5 a hand. So it's like, you know what? That's where I'm going to sit there. I'll be, if I want to play table games, I'll just play it on at Old Town.
So how many days are you staying?
We're going there.
3?
Fly back Saturday night.
Thursday, Friday, Saturday. Okay.
Yeah. So all day Thursday, all day Friday, most of the day Saturday. And I like it because then I can still work on Wednesday and don't have to take the day off kind of thing and then still be in Vegas.
But don't you get burnt out? Like, don't you want to see something else? Like something new? Like, what do you do? I could just, like, people ask you, like, hey, where are you from? Oh, I'm from Enumclaw, Washington. Oh, yeah? You guys like to travel a lot? Yeah. Where do you go? Cole Street and the Strip in Vegas. And that's about it. That's about the extent of it.
That's it.
Guy, wow, you are traveled.
Oh, don't forget Enumclaw Golf Course. Don't forget that. We've been to Maple Valley a couple times, too. Ravensdale, Selleck.
That's pretty impressive. I like Vegas like the next person, but, like, do you hit any food spots? Do you do anything like that? Like, or do you guys just fly by the seat of your pants?
We've never been to Hash House, and Jamie really wants to go to Hash House. Or Hash House a Go-Go, or whatever it's called.
Hash House?
5-year-old just showed up. Shut the door, please, Jacqueline. It's hot.
That's balls. Is it like a weed shop or something?
No, it's like a breakfast. It's like
I know, I'm just kidding. But I've never heard of it. I've never heard of it before.
What we really like to do is I like to get just absolutely hammered. Hammered, like anything tastes good.
Like can't walk hammered?
Like mostly. Like I can get seated at a booth. Denny's.
In Vegas?
Yeah.
Dude, do you know any good restaurants in Vegas?
Yeah, I actually went to one. I went to Hugo's. Sellers last time was awesome. But
did you find the picture of Chris Farley?
I'm going to look for it. Sorry about that. I'm going to look for it, though.
It's all right.
But yeah, anyway, we're going to have fun doing that. Top Golf. We'll do Top Golf. We'll do
I like
all
Top Golf. Top Golf's fun.
So, I feel like every time we get together, we end up talking about my upcoming... Either we don't
because it's every other week.
Either we don't get together enough, or that we are going to Vegas.
What's the most you've? I know you do pretty good around here. What's the most you've ever won, and either of you in Vegas?
I had a hand pay for $1,000 like 2 times ago.
2 times ago.
Yeah.
You're still chasing the dream, buddy.
Still chasing it. No, the last time
What gets you amped up? Are you watching like
World Series of Poker?
No, I mean, are you like watching like Vegas Vacation and like stuff like that before you go?
Crime, like mob stuff. I'm watching the mob. Like I love
before you go to Vegas.
Oh, yeah.
That gets you pumped.
Oh yeah, I'll watch Goodfellas. I'll watch Casino. I'll watch them all. Like I enjoy a good mob. I go to the mob. I've been to the Mob Museum like 2 or 3 times. I enjoy that whole
really? How's
vibe.
that?
So sweet. It's awesome. If you want to go to like do something, if you want to feel like a kid again and go like on a field trip, they got like Al Capone's gun. They got this. They got that. They have so many cool things, and they tell the story of how this crime, how who was this crime boss and how they get into power, and how did Vegas come about? Who were the celebrities that they would hang out with?
Frank Sinatra.
Cool stuff. It's awesome.
That sounds pretty cool. I mean, I love that type of stuff. I mean, I don't know if I'd go to Vegas and go to a museum, but
I mean, that's just a hour to kill, 2 hours. Just go walk around.
Yeah, I mean, I guess if I go a week at a time like you do, I could probably do that.
But Circa, I really want to go to Circa. Circa's got the pools and the gigantic sports betting.
Oh, that's what you're telling me.
Yeah, this is massive.
Circa's actually a surf brand too, I think.
Oh, it is? Huh.
Yeah, thanks for bringing that up.
You're welcome. You're welcome. Any big plans for you? Or you just be working?
I'm going to Ohio.
Oh,
Ohio.
For what? Are you trying to join the Colts? Or not Indianapolis? Are you going?
My daughter has a basketball tournament there.
No way.
Yeah, pretty sweet. She's 12.
So you're flying out there. How long is that going to be?
Thursday to Monday night.
Oh, like a Vegas trip for me. And then
But I'm in Cincinnati, so it's going to be way funner.
way funner. Have you picked out any good food spots for you?
No, dude, I don't even know where I don't know anything about it. We're going to have fun. It'll be fun. I'm excited to watch her play. Hopefully they win it.
Is it like an invite only type of a thing? What is it?
It's our national level. Yeah, they play like Cincinnati, they play Georgia, they play some team in Indiana.
Wow.
Mm-hmm.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
You going to give us some text updates or maybe some posts on I don't know, Instagram or Facebook about how well things are going?
Yeah, sure. Yeah.
Could you do that? I know you live on the gram, so I didn't know that.
Yeah, sure. Yeah, I like to document everything I do on the gram. Most of the time. Oh, if you guys aren't seeing it, I must not have you clicked as my close friend. Sorry.
Clicked as your close friend. You're just one close friend. You're just always sharing things to. That person's like, oh my gosh, how do I get on this dumb list?
Excuse me?
Huh? Oh, I got a story for you.
Oh, spit it.
All right.
Can I get you something out of the fridge?
Yeah, I'll take anything that's cold. I'll take even that Coors Light. I'm cool with that on the top. No, not that thing. Jeez. That's just cider. Mark Herbert Schmidt brought it for me.
He brought it for
Whoa. Nice.
He brought it for you from our sponsor?
No, he just bought it himself. It wasn't our sponsor, though. It wasn't Cole Street. It was somewhere else. But
really?
Yeah, hey, go to Cole Street, get a beer, go to mention Brewha, mention Holler with Hollenbeck, mention any Full Buddy Cast thing, wear this shirt, get 15% off.
Appreciate the patrons too. Like this is the first time I've been here in about 2 years that he's had a beer in the fridge, so he's using the money wisely. He's got a new polo on though.
It's a Target. This is a Fred Moa. What were we talking though? What was I about to
You
tell
said you were going to tell me a story about something. You said you had something good.
Remember the guy that shanked me? Did I tell you that story? The guy that was like taking his thumb and just punching me in the rib cage at Cedars like a month and a half ago?
No, I never heard that story.
All right, so
is that the same guy that you befriended in a line at the Rainier?
I forgot about that guy. I didn't text that guy.
No, you have, and he doesn't text you back.
I didn't text that dude.
I feel like he got all he wanted from you, and now he won't text you back.
I'm gonna text that guy.
Who gets ghosted by a 20-year-old kid?
That's a great idea. That'll do, donkey. That'll do.
What? Tell me what happened with the dude. Tell me the guy that was thumb punching. Yeah.
So I'm with Andy Cardenas at Cedars.
Guy clearly didn't know he was messing with them.
This guy comes up and he just starts like, "Hey, you're that podcast guy. Never met this guy. He knows me. I don't know him." Kind of thing.
Are you getting some status in town?
A little bit. Before that, this dude comes up.
Hold on. Are you getting a little status in town?
Well, this is.
I see you, full buddy.
This is Kenenum Claw.
Okay.
Kenenum Claw.
Okay.
I don't know how to
go on.
Anyway, a little bit of status. It's embarrassing how much status I'm getting. Let's just say that.
Really?
There was one time I was walking down the street with Jamie, and
the good thing about you is you're a humble guy. You don't feed off that at all. You don't feed off that at all.
It's just. But the guys are like this. They're like, oh my gosh, Travis Kenny, come here. My mom wants to meet you.
Oh yeah?
Yeah.
Shut up.
I swear on anything you want me to swear on.
Really?
Yes. And I'm like, okay. So I go over there. Hi. And the girl's like, the mom very nice. Her name's Stephanie. She's like, oh my gosh, like this is great. Like, wow. I don't even want to tell a story because it's embarrassing. But she's like, she goes, I'm so excited to meet you. Like, I've been wanting to meet you for a while. And I'm like, oh, okay. I thought she was kind of pulling my leg. She's like, but she was dead serious. She's like, I haven't been this excited since I met Downtown Freddie Brown. And I'm, the old Sonic, right? And I'm like, oh, cool, all right. I'm like, wow. And I thought in my head, like, well, maybe it was like
I had beers with Downtown Freddie Brown like last summer.
I thought it was like that.
Yeah.
Right? I thought it was like maybe like you went to Sears and you saw him walking through Sears and you met Downtown Freddie Brown. I'm like, oh, cool. When did you meet him? She's like, 1979. I'm like, oh, they win the championship? You meet Downtown Freddie Brown? Like, you think like that, like this? I'm as good. Okay.
Dude, did you I feel like you puffed up a little bit.
Puffed up big time. I walked around. But
we're like, hey, drinks are on me.
Yeah. No, I didn't say that.
Hey, I got patrons. Drinks are on me.
But it went from a very good experience to a very awkward experience because very nice people. She goes, my husband would be hitting my shoulder right now, telling me like to cool out. You're getting too worked up. And I'm like,
shit is getting deep in here right now.
And I go, oh yeah, wow, okay, yeah. Where's he at? Where's he at? Is he like
her
ready?
Prison?
Dead.
Okay.
Yeah. She goes, he died, and I go, oh, I'm sorry. Like the way she was talking, I thought it was, and so
like
then,
he was like cross street or something.
Yeah, and then the girl hit me and goes, yeah, my dad died. So it went from like, hey, I'm like Downtown Freddie Brown to now I'm like their biggest enemy for bringing up their dad's death. So
how are you supposed to know that?
I didn't know that. But anyway, they played it off well. It was nice. I actually saw them last night again. But I'm in Cedars. This guy comes up. Hey, you're the discussion board guy. And I'm like, yeah. I'm a podcast guy. Yeah.
Goes, yeah. You're like, hey, I'm with my friends. Can I just be by myself for a few minutes? Thanks. Don't make me call a bouncer over here.
Do I go up to your table?
Hey, bro, can you see I'm not just sitting here trying to relax a little bit in the middle of Cedars? Yeah, I know I'm running the jukebox right now. I got it. Just, can you give me a few minutes, bro? Maybe catch me on my way out or before I get in my car. Thanks.
That's exactly how
Guy's just like, that Travis Kenny's a dick.
That jerk.
He's a dick.
I say never meet your heroes, buddy. And so,
he tried to charge me to say hi to him.
I'm a cameo. And so anyway, I felt good after that. And then this other guy comes up. He's like, hey, you're that podcast guy. I think it's going to be the same exact experience. I'm like, yeah. And he's like, he takes his thumb as if it's a shank, puts his arm around me, and just starts, just hitting me in my rib cage. And Andy thought I knew the guy. Like, he's like, later, he's like, oh, I thought you knew the guy. I'm like, no, I don't know. He's like, oh, you're playing around with him. I'm like, no, this guy was, he goes, you mentioned me on your podcast. I said, I never mentioned, I don't know you.
Who was it?
I don't know him. No clue.
Maybe he wanted you to mention him on the podcast.
No, now I am.
Or he's sharpening a toothbrush as we speak, probably.
So anyway, he's like, well, one of your guests did. And that, so how long ago? So he used to like know somebody that came on and they didn't mention his name. And he even said this. He even said, dude, if you mentioned my name, I was ready to get my team of lawyers. I'm like, listen, bro, you're in Cedars right now. I doubt you have a gang of lawyers. Like, you probably got a bunch of people.
Oh, he was pissed off that he got brought up on the podcast?
What?
He was pissed off that he got brought up. I wish I knew his name.
Yeah, I don't know. Don't know him at all. But fast forward to, that was 2 months ago-ish. Last week, went to the Yellow Beak because Nick Tanner's band called Black Box was playing. Right? So they're playing. And
they have live bands now?
They had a live band there at Yellow Beak. Yeah.
Huh.
So this dude comes up, same guy.
Did you ask his name this time?
No. He's like, oh, yeah. I'm like, oh, yeah.
So you're scared of him now?
I'm like, I got my eye on him.
You're scared, though.
But this dude's kind of tanked up. He actually walks over to another group. One of your boys were there.
Who?
A VH was there.
Okay. Or older?
No, younger? Older.
Okay.
And this guy kind of like, that whole crew, I mean.
That he was messing with?
Kind of like drunk, hanging off him, talking to him.
Yeah.
Dude, not your boy, but another boy in that group did not like. The next thing I know, dude is laid flat out on the ground.
Oh, dude, I bet you there's a fight in that dump every weekend. Probably every night from Thursday to Sunday.
The bouncers like knew the guy by name, like picked him up and said, "Hey, we need to get you out of here." And anyway,
laid him out cold.
No, enough to where he got. Well, you heard a scuffle, a little shout, and bap. You heard like a skin, like skin hitting skin, and then bap, body hitting the ground, cement, and then the guy kind of pulled himself up and kept going. But anyway, so whoever hit him,
thanks,
thank you, because I wanted to do that at Cedars,
but I was scared.
But I was a little too scared. Guy, I even bought him a drink. Like, hey, let me get you a drink.
That's the worst when somebody's trying to screw with you and you're trying to have a good time. And then they keep doing it. And you're like, hey, man, why don't you just chill out? Here, let me buy you a beer or something. Chill out. You buy a beer, you try to do the friendly thing, you try to do the adult thing, and they keep messing with you, and then you just got to throttle. Yeah. And that's the worst. And that's what you didn't do.
No, I throttled
Andy,
myself.
let's go. Andy, let's go.
I throttled out of there.
Andy, let's go. I got a tummy ache. Let's go.
I got a tum-tum. My tum-tum hurts.
Andy, I'm really nervous right now, and when I get nervous, I got to use the bathroom, and I am definitely not going here in theater, so we got to go.
That's so stupid.
Did I ever tell you the time I was in Cedars?
No. Maybe?
Maybe it was an old place. It was like a long time ago. Okay. Like probably, I don't know, 4. And maybe it wasn't even called Cedars then, but it was the same building. And a rat came across the floor.
No way.
I mean, I don't know. I don't remember what the name of it. It might have been even longer than that. But yeah, I'll never forget that.
Did he start shanking you?
A rat?
Yeah, was he just like hitting you in the
No, I was like you. I was like, okay, check, please.
I canceled the
Oh, you keep that steak and potato?
Yeah.
I got to go. I got an emergency, and it involves a rodent that just came across your floor.
Can you cancel the Tots nachos that I just ordered?
So sick.
Yeah.
So gross.
That was good. It was good catching up.
Man, it's always good catching up with you.
Anything before we go?
Can't wait to hear about your Las Vegas trip.
Me neither. Can't wait to hear about Ohio.
Tell me this. What's the craziest thing that has ever happened to you in Vegas? Besides the Uber driver that
almost murdered me.
Went rogue on you while you were in the car.
I mean, we've all seen
you legit caught a domestic violence over the phone and the Uber driver.
Yeah.
From your Uber driver? I mean?
That was crazy. Yeah. No, the other one was probably the craziest would be where we accidentally got caught in a gay pride parade like in October.
Hold on. Ooh. What was that?
Yeah. We
How do you accidentally get caught in one? You're like, oh, look it. Nobody has clothes on. They're waving flags. Let's get in.
So my brother-in-law lives down there.
I'm sorry, that was just a stereotype. That was a stereotype. I shouldn't have said that.
No, that's how all the parades are.
I know.
That's not a stereotypical thing to say.
Okay, I was just covering my ass. Okay, so
that's good. No, it's just that you go down to a gay pride parade, you're going to see naked people.
Risque.
Yeah.
If you will.
So we go park in a garage on Old Town. This is around October.
You rent a car.
No, my brother-in-law lives there.
Oh, yeah.
So he's driving us from. We actually did 2 nights on the Strip, 2 nights at Old Town, and so
which one do you like better?
I really enjoy Old Town.
I like Old Town too, and I've only been there like once, twice maybe.
Yeah.
I enjoy Old Town too. It's different vibe. Like
it really is.
You get a lot of different cats though.
You do.
Weird people.
You do. And so we kind of had to cross the street, and we didn't know that what was going on, and things were like, so here we are with like 4 suitcases hanging off of us, and we just weaved our way through.
Next thing you know, my suitcases are gone, my shirt's off, I got nipple tassels on, and I am going crazy. It was probably the best time I ever had.
The time of my life.
I couldn't find Jamie for hours.
No, which was fine by me because I was having so much
fun. We walked all the way to the MGM the night before I snapped out of it.
I was at a Denny's before I knew it.
Moon's over my hammy.
Yeah, that was probably the craziest thing. Do you
really go to Denny's in Vegas?
Oh, yeah.
Did they have full bar in Denny's in Vegas?
Not really. I like going on breakfast. I like to go in there for breakfast and getting they have Bloody Marys, buy one get one. So that's why I go there. And it's
Gosh, Vegas, I will say, is pretty cheap on the game. Like unless you're going to like some crazy high end. If you want to hit a middle of the road restaurant, you're good. Cheap all day,
decently cheap. So yeah, so Denny's, and then but I like going to the New York, and I like pretending I'm in. Like they got the shops outside that are inside. You know, makes it looks like you're outside, but you're inside.
They still have the dueling piano bar in there? Or they do away with that?
I haven't seen that, no.
Oh, they used to have a huge dueling piano bar in there. In New York. That was like right after it came out. And then they also had a table you could step up and play War.
The card game?
Yeah. At New York. I'm dead serious.
I love War.
I know. You bet each flip. Yeah. They flipped you. Okay. Pay you.
Wow.
Yeah.
I'm in.
And then if you hit a War, you could triple down on your bet, and you go, and then whoever wins it, you either get paid or you lose.
Are you playing against a dealer or somebody else?
Dealer.
Oh, wow.
Playing against a dealer.
That's insane.
Yeah. That was like right after Vegas Vacation came out or something. Remember they had like War or something
in
the casinos? But they really did have it. I saw it like shortly after that movie came out, and I was like, is this a joke? They're like, no, $5. $5, fat boy.
You're just wheezing.
You? Hold on, let me move my yard of margarita.
Dude, I'm all about the Fat Tuesdays too right now. I used to look at those people and I'm like, what are you doing? You're the big plastic. And now I'm like, you got my 4 or 5. Just a wheelbarrow of slushies. I'm just in.
Dude, we used to go to when I was in Florida for training camp going to Europe in Tampa. Like a block away from our hotel where we stayed for the month, there was like a little outdoor mall area, like great sushi, like cool restaurants, a movie theater. And they had this place. It wasn't called Fat Tuesdays, but it was similar to it. And like Florida, the weather's great, right? So this is like in February. And so we would go, if we knew that we had like the next day off, after practice, we'd have like 3 hours off to go to lunch. And then we'd go and have a full offensive meeting, and then we'd break and go till the next day. So we would go right after practice, me, like half the starting O-line or all the O-line, quarterbacks, couple running backs, and we'd go sit at this place. What was like just slushies, and you couldn't taste the alcohol in it, but it was like grain, like whatever it was in there. And we would go back to the meetings just shithoused. Sit through the meetings, never got caught, sit through the meetings, and then we would blaze, go to like St. Pete Beach or like do whatever. Like it was, but those things would get you tipsy.
I'm all in.
Well, yeah, except for that's Florida. That means you'd have to be on a plane longer than 2 hours.
Couldn't do it. Here's my number one tip for everyone out there if you've never been to Vegas. When you go there and you don't see a line, go get whatever you need to do. Don't put it off. Don't be like an hour. Like, you know what? I'm not that.
Okay, hold on a second. Look, can we rephrase this a little bit? Because you just said when I go to Vegas, when you go to Vegas and you see a line, get it right away.
Get that line. No, because here's what I mean was this. People go there in groups. That they tip. It's not just you and, they usually go with their boys or their gals, bachelorette party, family, whatever.
What do you mean a line? A line to what?
Like, I walked by a Fat Tuesdays and there was no one in line. Like maybe 2 people.
Okay.
And I'm like, you know what? Not yet. Maybe in like 20 minutes, half hour, I'll get one.
Packed.
Yeah. I went there and it was just line out the door, line on the sidewalk. And I'm like, what the heck? Half hour ago, there was no one in this line. I could have done it. So then from then on, it's like, all right, well, if I don't see anyone in line there,
I'm going.
I'm grabbing it.
I like it.
Yeah. So, all right, everyone. Thanks so much for listening. Joey, good to have you back on.
Hey, man. Thanks for having me.
It's good to have you.
We
should have you more.
Yeah, you should.
I think we're in our 80s. We're in our 80 episodes, man.
Are we the longest running?
Full,
buddy.
Probably. Yeah, so far.
Listen, kids, consistency is key.
It is. And we're going to get back into it. Joey's been a busy little boy with his work. Is it slowing down a little bit, or is it still crushing?
Right now is the crazy season. We're working weekends. We're working every day.
Every day.
Every day.
All right, well, maybe we'll see you in the fall.
No, you'll see me sooner than that.
We're going to get in football shape, and I don't mean playing, watching. Because that's when you put the pounds on when you're just sitting there watching games.
Then January comes around, you're like, man, I haven't done anything in 5 months. One more last hurrah for the Super Bowl. Then I'm going to get in shape. And I get really good shape until April. And then I just go, wah, 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 wah.
We're ending on that. That was perfect. Thanks so much for listening. Have a great week and take care.
Go Coop. Holleback. Joey Hollenbeck.